Hello and welcome back to my latest video for Dying Light. I am your host, the Mad Hatter, and we're on a mission to find Jeff, the gas guy. So we turn the gas back on, and that's nice. Okay. Very nice guy, it seems. No. Anyway, the fact that dude is rude as hell, isn't he? Anyway, I wanted to show you this real quick. If you throw the firecrackers into the pool of gas right here, you'll actually come up with a really nice little fun thing right there where they're all going to die in that smoke. Now, really, what's really cool about that is you can use that in any of the environments, whether it be flammable liquid or that, to your advantage, and I suggest you do. Now, what I did here is went and just made sure my map was correct. Now, the one thing you want to do, above all else, is since there's so many enemies around here, you have two options. You can either do what I showed you right there, where you had to kill off a few of them right there, or you can just go hop over this gate real quick, because then we can hop over the fence. But one thing I had to do the following. I had to test this out, just to see how cool it was. And I was so... Oh, wait till you see what happens. Earlier in one of my videos, we found some grenades. Well, we're going to test out a couple of them today. So I waited for a bunch of them right there. I figured, you know what? That's good. Wait for it. And the bodies just fly off to you and you just loot them. Ain't that awesome? I thought that was like, I thought that was the best. I was like, yeah. I want to see if it'll happen again. They just fly all around, and that's what's so awesome. I love that. Just watching them fly off, and it just, oh man. So, at any rate, now another thing is like those noises where you hear that they sound like they're breaking down a wall. Well, that's just kind of there to kind of throw you off guard. From what I've noticed, they basically will make that noise. You heard it again just now, and there's nothing around. That's there to throw you off, to scare you, and to kind of keep you like, I go, no, where are they? Where are they? Like, we could go out of your mind thinking that. But anyway, here we're going to talk to Mr. Jeff.
This is the Fort Jefferson Tower, and you will address me as Commander Jeff. I make the rules here. Is that clear? Not Brecken, not Rice. This is Jeffville, or Jeffland, or Jeffertown, New Jeff City.
Look, Jeff.
Commander Jeff!
There's an emergency. The gas is out all over the city.
Oh, yeah. That was me.
But you shut off the gas?
Installation of the Fort Jefferson Apocalypse Wall required a temporary interruption of the civilian gas supply. But I'm all ready now, so you can turn it back on.
I think that's going to be your job.
No can do. I'm too critical to base operations. We'll have to send someone who's expendable.
Commander, I'd like to volunteer.
You're a good man, whoever you said you are. I hate to lose you. Now, go open the quadrant allocation valves, plus the primary distribution gate. Then report back to me, and I'll restore the city main pressure here. Hey, if you don't get killed, you can be the first civilian to witness my apocalypse wall.
Oh man, this guy's crazy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mark this spot on the map.
Roast some shamblers tonight. I can't wait to see this thing work. People thought I was nuts. Would a nut make a wall of fire?
Yeah. I'd like to think so. Anyway, I'm trying to keep the videos down to between 15 and 25 minutes, so I apologize for the longer videos earlier, because I know sometimes longer videos can be a little tedious and whatnot. So at least this is what my friends were telling me about. So I tried to cut them down between those two times as best as I possibly can. So now we got to find this next spot, and I'm going to tell you right now, I had a lot of fun with this particular mission. This was like one of my many favorite missions that are in the game. So, all right. So we came up to here, and I saw a dude inside the cage. I'm like, oh great, how am I going to do this? Well, one idea was to do this. And in retrospect, I wish I didn't do it. Only because of the fact that, well, you'll see in a little bit. I was a little nervous when I did that. Now that white dot, once again, with all these things floating around, made it hard for me to actually aim. So I had to redo this, and then I didn't realize these crazy bastards coming here. So what I ended up doing was I got out of dodge only because of the fact that I just was not going to deal with this. Now the runners, like I said, they are just driven by blind rage.
Do you copy? Brecken, do you copy?
So
shit. Jade, this is Crane. Do you copy?
Crane, how much antizin did you get?
Listen, Rice wanted me to... Look, he screwed us, okay? I only got 5 vials.
What? Damn it! That's only a few days' worth. Listen, Crane, we've got a situation here. There's been an outbreak on the 18th floor. Get back here ASAP, and don't lose any of that antizin.
Now, as I tried to say before, in retrospect, I really wish I didn't throw those grenades, and also, I really wish that I had just really not have thrown them, because now what's going on is that I'm going to end up having to. What I ended up having to do was I ended up having to go into the safe zone and sleep for the night, which reset everything. Which means I needed to end up hurting him. I needed to go and put a hurting on him a different way.
It's Crane, right? Crane the big shot? Crane the superstar? You know what I think? I think Brecken blows your skills way out of proportion.
You want something, pal?
Yes. It drives me up the wall that people consider you to be the best runner in the tower. It's always been me. Volkan, let's settle this once and for all. Show me what you've got, Crane. Prove you're faster than I am. Unless you're scared. Are you?
So at any rate, I love it when there's somebody that has to prove something
You want
out
antizin?
of pride.
Forget about
Anyway.
the drops and talk with Rice.
Ass. Anyway, the fact is that whenever you use like an explosive device or what have you, even the firecrackers, you run the risk of the runners coming at you. And as I had stated earlier, the runners are driven by a blind rage, and it's like they'll climb and go after whatever. And if you notice, a lot of the zombies in here, they're in like track and field gear. Well, that's because of the games that was supposed to be here when this broke out. They ended up getting affected too and whatnot. Now here's the funny thing. Now there was, I don't remember where I read it, but somebody pointed out something to me and showed me this thing that I had to read about it. And supposedly, what goes on is that these games were, it was basically a ruse, you know, to have people come out here for these games because they wanted to test this virus or whatever on, like, you know, like on what they call on subjects that were more physically fit than your average person, to put it in a nicer way. And basically, I hate these guys so much. I really hate these dudes. And that's, you know, why you'll see different ones, like the volatiles, which is the really strong ones that I couldn't remember before. These are the ones that come out at night, and like you have to stay out of their gaze, because if you get in there, they will wipe the floor with you. They are strong as anything. Unless you have a strong enough weapon where you could take them out in like 3-4 hits. Whew. So at any rate, I decided to go ahead, and this was a risk and a half doing this, shooting them like this with the gun, because of the noise it makes. But I was so afraid of more runners coming up on me, it wasn't even funny. However, I was very careful with the shots and made sure to hit them in the head, which whether you're using the gun or throwing knives, or if you're lucky enough to have the expansion with the Bozak Horde and we're able to get the bow and arrow, which I don't have the Bozak Horde and I don't have that specialty bow and arrow. At least not yet. Hitting him in the head is always the best bet. So what I decided to do here was I figured, okay, let me go ahead and jump down into this. And we go ahead and do that. Now we're going to turn the handle here. Right, no. There we go. And there's like 4 more valves we got to open up, and it just becomes such a big ordeal that it's not even funny. We see, we go over here on the map. I overshot it at first because I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, excuse me for yawning. Oh, jeez, I had a long day. I'm doing this just after getting out of work, so. So now we gotta jump over to this, which I hate. So now we're on our way to the next spot. If it'll actually let us get there, there we go. Okay. All right. So basically now what I did here is I started running up over in here, and I didn't realize that I had to go and you have to forgive me, I had to take some medication just now, unfortunately for pain. So I decided, let me go ahead and throw this this next agility point into the slide, which is actually pretty cool. And now we're gonna, I didn't realize when I first came in here that there's this open area. Because you can't climb, it won't let you climb a fence where there's barbed wire. So, you know, it just won't work. So at any rate, folks, I want to apologize for the videos, how they've been coming out. And anyway, you guys have a great night and even better tomorrow. And please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Good night, folks.